Okay, hey, going to solve an equation. Here's a long one. Woo! Well, first off, before we look at that, let's look at this here. Suppose it was 2x squared minus x minus 1 equals 0. It's very similar. How would you solve this? Well, remember the thing about taking the a term times the c term? That 2 times that 1 makes 2. And then you factor 2. Well, only factors of 2 are 2 and 1. And 2 minus 1 does make 1, which does make the b term, which would be a negative 1 right there. Okay, the sign doesn't really matter. So I know this, that if I factored this, it would be x minus 2 times x plus 1, but I would have to divide by the a term. And if it will divide evenly, I divide it, which will give me x minus 1. And if it doesn't, I have to move it like Madagascar. So 2x squared minus x minus 1 equals 0 factors to x minus 1 times 2x plus 1. Well, Coach Tony, why'd you show me that? Well, think about it. Sine x, x squared. These are the same thing as the x. Only instead of x, it's a sine x. So if it's factored to this one will factor to sine x minus 1 times 2 sine x plus 1 equals 0. Oh! And if this parentheses is 0, the whole thing's 0. Or if this parentheses is 0, the whole thing is 0. So I set them both to 0. Makes sense? And then I can solve them. Add 1 to each side. All right, here. Where does sine equal 1? At pi over 2. But remember, sine repeats every how often? 2 pi. I'm going to write pi over 2 plus or minus what? 2 in pi. And now let's go to the other one. If I minus 1 from each side here, and then divide by 2, sine is negative 1/2. Where does sine equal negative 1/2? Well, I believe that's at 7 pi over 6 or 11 pi over 6. But once again, what do I still need to add to these? The plus or minus, the what? 2 in pi. So here are the three answers. Pi over 2, 7 pi over 6, and 11 pi over 6 are 3 times where you put these numbers in, you can solve the equation and get an answer of 0. Whoa! Okay. Pretty cool.